But we're going to start in Balasana, child's pose, knees wide, toes touching, forehead, tip of the nose on the mat, but keep the arms active. Lifting the forearms, press the palms down, push them away from you. Feel that length in the spine. And then inhaling, bring your knees together, parallel. So we're going to come into puppy. So you can tuck your toes under if you want to. Hips are over knees. Turn the tailbone up. Walk your hands forward. And then draw your head down to the mat. So if it doesn't reach, it's dangling, then prop on your towel roll or block. But now drawing the armpits down, turn the tailbone up. Push the palms down and away from you. And then inhale, lift your head, keep your hips where they are. You're going to bring the outside edge, like the knife edge of your right hand, over to the left. And then you can just let the left elbow sink down. But now drawing the right hip back and sinking down again. So really trying to get a stretch up through the right side of the body. So the right hip goes back. Inhale, bringing the hands back to center. Bring the right forearm down, reach the knife edge of the left hand across to the top right of the mat, and then sinking down. Draw the left hip back. Inhale, come back to center, tuck the toes, come up into down dog. Walk your dog, slowly paddle, one heel, then the other. Keeping those hands placed well, index finger pointing forward, all the finger knuckles in the palm pressing down. Okay, then inhale up on your toes, bend your knees deeply, look forward, come forward to ragdoll. So firstly, just holding onto the elbows, bend your knees, bring your tummy to your thighs, let your head hang. Just feeling that length in the spine. And then you're going to clasp your hands behind your head and let the elbows draw together. So just the weight of the arms tractioning the neck, so just giving a little stretch. And then release your arms and inhale, slowly unravel to stand. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salute A, standing in mountain at the front of the mat. Taking a couple of nice deep inhales, deep exhales. And inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up, palms to touch, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Tailbone goes up. You can reach the fingertips to the mat and bend the knees if your palms don't reach. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, palms into shins, look up, tailbone up. Feel into the hamstrings. Exhale, palms down, step back for Chaturanga, low press up. So rock forward into plank. Eye of the elbow rolls forward, bend the elbows beside the ribs. Use your knees if you need to. And then inhaling, hands beside ribs, tops of the feet press down. So the kneecaps lift, come up into cobra. So just a low cobra, go gently but drawing the elbows down towards the waist, hugging them into the side body. Exhale, lowering down, tuck your toes, come up into down dog. And everyone, come up on your toes and bend your knees. So feel that length in the spine, and like puppy pose, you're drawing the armpits towards the mat. And don't let the head dangle too much, just have some kind of tone in the neck so your ears are between your arms. And when you've got the tailbone high, start to, if it feels good and you can keep that length in your spine, you're going to start to straighten the legs, thigh bones go back, draw the heels down. Then inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees deeply, look forward, come forward, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, squeeze the shins towards each other, fire up the thighs and the core. Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. So 2 more, a little bit faster. And the second one is going to be lunging, so follow me. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms to touch. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, lowering through Chaturanga, low press up. Inhale, Cobra, really pressing down through the pubic bone and the tops of the feet. And then tucking the toes, coming up, and the exhale into down dog, taking 3 breaths. So always starting with that length in the spine and then lowering the heels. Inhale to come forward, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time fingertips down beside the feet. Take the right foot back, runner's lunge. Really keep that left knee above the left ankle, lift up through the back thigh, push through the heel and sink the hips. Drawing the fingertips, if they're dragging the fingertips down the mat, reach the chest forward. And then exhale, drop the right knee down, flatten the foot, squeeze the thighs to the midline, draw your arms up, reach up, take the hips back slightly, draw the tailbone down, and then rock forward, keeping that engagement. You can turn the head up, and then exhale, palms down, tuck the right toes under, step back to come into through Chaturanga, hips and chest lowering to the mat at the same time. Inhale to Cobra, a bit deeper this time, but really powering up the legs. Reach the chest between the arms, draw the elbows back towards the hips. Exhale, tuck your toes. Inhale, lift up into down dog. Bring the right leg up, 3-legged dog, lower the left heel, and then rock forward into plank, knee to nose, right knee to nose. Bring the right foot between your hands, runner's lunge. So really feeling that drawing of the chest forward, pushing through the back heel, so muscle squeezing to bone on the thigh. And then exhale, drop the back knee. Draw the core in, bring the arms up. Reach up. Take the hips back slightly, draw the tailbone down. And then lunging a little forward. So this intensifies that opening on the psoas, the front of the hip flexor. And turn to look up, and then exhale, palms down, tuck the left toes under, step left foot forward, come to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, hinging all the way up. Palms to touch, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. And stand in mountain for a moment, feeling that lovely alignment of the body, lift through the kneecaps, core engaging, shoulders relaxed. Just regaining the cadence of your breath. And then inhaling, take your weight into your right foot, lift the left knee up to hip height. Draw up through the core, shoulders relaxed, then step back to warrior two. Left foot parallel to the back of the mat, right foot points forward, sink through the right knee. So nice and deep, so we feel this external rotation in the thighs, nice stretch on the inner thighs. Right knee over right ankle, and make sure you can see the big toe on the inside. Shoulders stacked over hips, take the arms wide. Excuse me. So reaching out through your fingertips, and then you're going to come into cactus arms. And I just realized I said get a strap and I didn't get mine. So we'll do something else. So cactus arms, shoulders, elbows at shoulder height. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. So you're drawing the elbows back. Keep sinking the hips, but the torso's turned to the side. And then exhale, hands to hips, straighten the front leg. Trikonasana, triangle. So draw up through the kneecaps, lift up the chest, take the arms wide, take the left hip back. Reach over the front foot, but reach, drawing this right thigh up, side body long, so length between hip crease and armpit. And then tip, lean back, roll the right buttock under, look up at the top hand, but get length in the neck. So reach through the crown of the head and draw the shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, squeeze the muscles in the thighs, come back up, hands to hips. Sorry, hands to cactus. But this time, draw the elbows down slightly. So when you draw the elbows back, it's the lower part of the scapula, the shoulder blades that are drawing together for this opening across the collarbone. And then bring the arms wide, hands to hips. And you're going to come into warrior one. So step the left foot to the side slightly with the toes, 45-degree angle, pointing forward. Bring the right foot slightly to the right foot of the mat. Bend through the right knee. Bring, so internal rotation of the left thigh. So hips are level to the front of the mat. Chest is now pointing forward. Lift through the core. Bring your arms up. Exhale, arms into cactus. Just again, shoulder height, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Just breathing through that, really strongly pushing through the back heel. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. And then exhale, hands to hips, step left foot forward. We'll do the other side. So standing in mountain. Inhale, take the weight into the left foot, lift the right knee to hip height. So we know the importance of balance. This is building strength in the lower left leg. Also keep lengthening up all the way through the crown of the head, and then exhale, bend the left knee, step back to warrior two. So front heel roughly in line with the back heel or the instep of the back foot, left knee over left ankle. Take those arms wide. Going to come into cactus, draw the elbows down, and then squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Just quickly glance down, check you can see your left toe on the inside of the left knee. And then exhale, arms straighten the left leg, Trikonasana triangle. So draw up through the kneecaps, right hip back, side body long as you reach, and then tip. Really using those arms to traction, to revolve the right ribs up to the ceiling. Draw the left buttock under you. Shoulder blades down your back, turn the head to look up. Then inhale, arms come up, come into cactus, elbows down, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Keep squeezing those thigh muscles, so lifting through the kneecaps. Then exhale, hands to hips, come into warrior one. So separating the feet so you're on train tracks, not on a tightrope. And then internal rotation of that back thigh as you drive through the back heel, bend through the left knee. Think of the core. So as this right hip is drawing round, draw the navel in, lift the chest, relax the shoulders. Bring your arms up and then come into cactus. Shoulder height, elbows, draw the elbows back. Really keeping the navel drawing in. And then exhale, hands to hips, step the right foot forward, the legs a little shake. And then lastly, you're going to come down onto hands and knees. And this is shoulder strength. So we've been doing a little bit of shoulder warm-ups, getting the scapula moving, the shoulder blades moving over the back of the ribs. So hands under shoulders, take your feet back into plank, hug the shins towards each other, feel those inner thighs lighting up a little, lift the hips slightly, push the floor away, feel like you're puffing out between the shoulder blades, make sure the head is in line with the shoulders or the spine, and then you're going to tap left hand to right elbow and change. Tap right hand to left elbow. So keep going at your own pace. You can drop your knees if you need to, behind the hips, so you still get weight of the torso through the hands. Building strength in the shoulders, draw the shoulders away from the ears. 2 more each side. Feel the core, squeeze the thighs towards each other, and then exhale, drop your knees. Just tops of the feet press down, rock back, and just come into child's pose. And then inhale, come to sit. So with the shoulders, you might feel like when you're sitting down all day or lots of tension, what feels like tension in the back of the shoulders, it can be but just because the head is tilting forward. So the weight of the head as it comes off its proper place at the top of your shoulders, if it juts forward and down, that's putting increased tension. So the muscles in your upper back are stretched long but weak. So this action is counteracting, the cactus action is counteracting that to give you a bit more strength. So building strength in the back body so those muscles are strong enough to pull the head back. Okay. Palms onto thighs or in your lap, sit nice and tall and close your eyes. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste, friends.